live on SABC3. Welcome back, and thank you for starting your week off with us. It's time for that time of the week when we do relationship talks. Now, they say that you never truly know someone until you live with them, which can be a good thing for most relationships, but it can also be utter disaster for others. So, is there a perfect time to move in with your partner? Well, Dr. Eve is here to tell us all the pros and all the cons that we should consider before taking this big decision. But first, let's head out into the street to see what you thought about couples moving in. When should it be done? Let's see what you have to say.
It strengthens the relationship to moving together before marriage because it builds the bond.
It could weaken the relationship. I think the level of commitment may be there, but I mean, I don't speak for everyone, it's a generalization, but I just think,
It helps to strengthen the marriages and you knowing each other before the marriage, and then when you get married, it's gonna be okay for you guys because you have been moving in together for a while.
I would think it strengthens the relationship because you're getting to know each other more and you know each other's flaws, faults, and etc.
I would say it's 50-50 because it might be good, it might be bad. Because at some point, maybe the boyfriend doesn't see like a future with you.
Basically, the problem with moving in as boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, there is a tendency of people having fights and knowing that this person has got no control over me. But when there's that engagement, when people are married, people have got that kind of respect for each other and knowing that I'm committed to this person. So, you know, that really controls the tension between the two.
So what do you think? Does moving in together strengthen or weaken a relationship? Give us a call on 083-9133-728 as we delve into this topic with Dr. Eve. How are you, Dr. Eve?
I'm excited, I'm wonderful, I'm laughing at all of this. And there's a new term that is around, which maybe you haven't heard of.
Which is?
Which is called cuffing.
What?
C-U-F-F-I-N-G, cuffing, which
I have
is
indeed
like...
never heard that before.
Exactly, it's like cohabiting, moving in together.
Yes.
It's like an avoidance of commitment. You know, everyone today is like absolutely trying to move away from this means something more significant. And I'm kind of sad about that in a way because it leads to a lot of confusion. People want to feel stabilized and attached and secure. And one of the things that they do, a really big thing that they do, is decide that they're going to move in together. Now, the first caveat that I'm going to put out there, Kat, is that you really want to look at the reasons why you want to be doing this big step of moving in together. What is the motivation? And oftentimes it happens that people say, well, you know what, my lease is about to expire, or I've just sold my place, or I've just decided I have to get out of home. So because we're dating each other, let's just kind of, let me come in with you. Or, you know, I've got nowhere to go, my housemate left, I can't pay my rent this month. So we're dating, let's move in together. Bad news.
Sure. Okay.
You don't want to make that the reason why you're moving together, because both of you are really not sure.
Can I just maybe take it back a step and ask the question of whether moving in together before getting married is a good thing? Is that a good thing at all?
You know, it's become the social convention, and I think that it is not a guarantee. It can't be a guarantee, because I really like what one of the people said over here, is that when you get married, you saw his attitude changed. It's like, now I have to be respectful, because there is still this belief that if we're cohabiting or cuffing, I can still get out, because there isn't a legal contract involved. The thing that's really shifted socially now is that people, and I've said this before on the show, people are buying a house together first as a sign of commitment before they get married. So it's a big deal for people to make that decision.
And from a practical point of view, what are the things that you should consider if you are going to be taking that big step in terms of things like the location of where you're going to be living, salaries perhaps?
Yeah, there are a lot of things to be taken into consideration. The first thing you have to do, can we have a conversation? One of the people over here said as well, you know, I don't want to move in together because there's going to be a lot of conflict. We may have conflict. Well, you kind of got to work that stuff out before you move in together.
Yeah.
How well do you fight? Because you're not going to be able to get into your car and drive away and go to your own place, or, you know, kind of leave and go home and then start having an online conflict with each other. You're in the same place. You're kind of trapped. This is now home. And couples really should not move in together if they have not yet learned how to engage with conflict and manage differences. So whether the differences is where we're going to live, or how much money we're going to spend, or what about the chores, they have to have a basic construct of being able to fight well.
Yeah. Are there things you can do to prepare yourself before moving in together? Perhaps, let's say, taking a vacation together, going on a holiday with your partner?
I don't think that that's real. I think that that is still kind of pretend and romantic and holiday, and you're still trying to really please each other, and you are still trying to be very the peacock, putting out the feathers and showing this is really who I am, but you're not. It's really incredibly different when you are in it together. The thing that happens when you're moving together is that you become very domesticated. And we as clinicians know from research that the moment you become domesticated, it becomes quite drudgy and quite unromantic. And I think that's one of the things that people really have to prepare themselves for.
Yeah.
It isn't this fun thing of like, oh, I can't wait to come home and let's share a meal instead of going home separately. You're really in it together.
It comes the everyday,
Exactly.
everyday. All right,
Exactly.
well, we want to engage with you on this topic about moving in together. Does it strengthen or weaken a relationship? Give us a call on 083 9133 728. We'll continue the chat with Dr. Eve on the hot seat.